Hey everyone, this is Juan Velasquez and welcome to Katie Escapes. Today, it's a little different. We're gonna get to know me, who am I, what's my purpose on YouTube, and what is the message that I'm trying to deliver to you. But first, hi cameraman, how are you?
Hi.
Just, I gotta include him because he's my cameraman. Eddie Velasquez. I decided to make Katie Escapes because first, I've always wanted to be an actor, and I think everyone has wanted to be an actor or to be in the spotlight. Why not? But why not be in the spotlight and deliver a message? I think that should be the key to every actor, not only just to act, but deliver a message. My message is basically, you can do anything you want, sick, not sick, diseased or not diseased, you can do anything you want and still live your best life. So as an example, I've always wanted to be an actor, and I thought, well, maybe I might not ever make it to Hollywood, which is fine, but why not just at least leave a message and imprint? So if people run into me, they'd be like, oh, okay, he left a message, it's positive, basically live your best life, even if you're sick or not sick. That's basically what Katie Escapes is, and that's why I go places, I'll show things around, I'll show many things that I enjoy, and I'm hoping that you enjoy also, but either way, we're gonna learn, we're gonna basically live our life to the fullest. That's also love yourself. I think the key purpose to any YouTuber, I'm assuming, is to love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, then you won't be able to portray who your true self is on that camera. So my name is Juan Velasquez, also known as Juan Jose Flores Pineda. Yeah, so obviously, so I've always had an idea about being on YouTube, because I always thought, well, I just don't want to be on YouTube just to be on YouTube. I have to deliver a message. It's almost like everyone else on YouTube that is well known that delivers a message, either makeup, even mukbang, just to deliver a positive message and to just show people that anything is possible, anything. It sounds corny, but it's honestly very true. You can do really anything you want. All you gotta do is just do it. Commit yourself, do it. There's gonna be mistakes. There's always gonna be mistakes. That's the way you learn. You can't just be perfect. Perfect is boring, by the way. I always, that's why I always think a little blooper here and there to make someone giggle. That's the whole point of life, to make laughter, bring positivity, but at the same time, bring information. So it just won't be just that. It has to be something where you can learn as a viewer, and I also can learn. I am 35 years old. My parents immigrated from Mexico when I was 3 months old. So I was basically brought from my country to here, to this beautiful state of California. And thank you, parents, because I love this state so much. I can't really explain to you what I remember because I was infant. Obviously, you can't remember those things. We lived over here in Palos Verdes in a little barn that my mom's employers that had a house made it into a nice little home for us. We lived there. Then from there, we moved here to Torrance and Lomita. My life here has been really good. I mean, yes, my parents were really controlling, so in a way, no disrespect, but in a way, I was very much controlled in what I had to do. Acting was, as a child, I always wanted to pursue stuff, and they wanted to guide me to what they thought it was meant for me, not for what I wanted. Acting was one of them. I think ever since I seen TV, it's just been a thrill, the lights, the camera, the fact that you're entertaining people, that it's you that makes everyone laugh. It's you that delivers a message, positive, negative. It doesn't matter. You're delivering it and you're making someone enjoy it. I wasn't really able to be myself at home. Being myself at home really, it was very difficult, especially coming out homosexual, gay. It wasn't easy. I thought it was gonna be, because I thought, my mom's gonna accept me, my dad. No, it was very, very ups and downs. At the end of the day, it's not, you can't blame the parents. At the end of the day, it's you who you're gonna make yourself, I give my thanks to my parents for at least teaching me good morals and teaching me at least a little bit of life. Did I learn from their negatives? Of course I did, and I'm happy that I did, because if not, I don't think it would be great to have another person, I guess you could say, ignorant in the world. So I think I'm happy that I broke from those chains and I'm living my life, not their life, not the life that they wanted me to live, which I will say that it did mess me up, because I did not want to do what they wanted me to do. I personally think entertainment is my life. I like making people laugh. I like making people remember me. So I'm hoping you remember me. I like people just to know that I'm just a friendly guy, that I'm here to entertain you, I'm here to make you laugh, I'm here to talk about anything you want to talk about, positive or negative, because I also feel that negative talk, we learn from that, right? We gotta see all the negative in life. Either way, my life here at home, after, you know, a certain time, I wasn't really doing well in school. I wasn't able to be myself. I think that's one of the key things I would like for you guys that have kids, is to let your child be themselves. Don't try to tell them this and that. Unless you know it's really bad, then of course explain to them why, but don't make it seem like it's, you know, it's because of your views. No. Example, acting. My dad always thought acting is for homosexuals. Actings are for clowns. He always used to tell me, you don't want to be a clown. Why don't you work? You have to sweat for your money. I gotta thank the workers out there that are doing the hard labor. Honestly, thank you. Without you guys, I mean, we wouldn't have what we have, because hard labor people, those are the real workers. But I believe in entertaining. I believe in making people, just like I said, smile, laugh, and just take you out of wherever you're in. You know, that's why I want you to escape with me, you know, in my channel. So what calls my attention in my entertainment, I'm not gonna lie to you. Obviously the glitz, the glamour, the appreciation of someone, you, the actor, doing something so good to make, like I said, people smile, people laugh. The memory, I think the best thing about being an actor is, do you remember them? The memory of what they've done, the memory of if they impacted your life. So if I can impact someone, either positive or negative, because like I said, I do believe you can learn from negative, that's great. I'll, you know, for sure take whatever I'm showing and use it for your behalf. You know, I do believe in always passing it forward. So that's why I love acting. That's why I love, you know, just the fact that you're gonna be in front of a camera and take someone with you in your journey, even if it's for 5 or 10 minutes.
So are you acting? You're an actor, but you're being genuine?
I think I am. I think this is how I really am. If I'm in a conversational mood, if I'm in a conversation with somebody, obviously I'm not gonna act a fool because, you know, there's moments in time where you have to act a certain way. Obviously at home I act differently where I'm outside, because at home I'm relaxed, and outside I have to, you know, not that I'm trying to show a persona, it's just me, but just, you know, being a little bit more proper, because I mean, you know, you don't want to be too sloppy out in the world. You got to make sure you convey yourself in a way where it's respectable, and at the same time delivering a message. For me, it's kidney failure. I mean, obviously, I'm not afraid to show my wrist. You know, yes, it's not the best looking thing, but this is my life. And people do come up to me and they say, what is that? Is that a tumor? And I'm happy that I'm able to inform them what it is. And when I inform them, then they realize, oh wow. And you can see that it touches them, because they're realizing this guy's hanging by a limb, basically. And it is. This disease is not so easy. I'll tell you that right now. It's very difficult. But as long as you take care of yourself, stay positive, and just keep on moving forward. And obviously a little bit of fitness will help, because I realize that exercising and keeping your body moving is key. You don't want to be stagnant. I realize that that's not healthy. And that goes for anything you do. From playing video games, you have to at least give yourself 15 minutes to stand and stretch and move, or just going on, just staying even in school. No wonder I understand why there's PE, why there's lunch, and there's nutrition. You got to move around.
But you weren't always at that point, right? So talk a little bit about how you got to that point. These girls are over here fighting.
How I got to this point of healthiness, I wasn't always healthy. My past really consists of a lot of things that I've done negatively. And let me explain that to you. I'm not gonna hide anything. The people that have known me, you know my past. You know how I've been, and you know how something negative can change someone if they let themselves. You know. When I was in high school, I used to always, I mean, from elementary to middle school and high school, I was always heavy set. And it didn't help with my parents calling me gordo. Although it's a cute little nickname, but it doesn't help. Please don't give those nicknames to a kid. Some kids are strong enough, and I'm happy for the people that watch me that are, but sometimes you're not strong enough, and it gets you. And as you guys know, if you guys knew me, you know how I was. I was very overweight, and I was always bullied. Did I become a bully because of it? Yes, of course. I became an awful person, but I'll get to that in a minute. I was always bullied. I was always called the worst names in middle school, and I was just trying to be that happy kid that, you know, you wanted $1, here's $1. Hey, here's $5. Why not $5? Why not make it a little bit extra special for someone? And for you guys that know me, you know that's the way I was. In time, I ended up meeting my drug of choice, which was crystal meth. Yes, crystal meth. I will say, did I enjoy doing that drug? Yes, I did. I fully did. And let me tell you why. I did enjoy it because I lost weight. Of course, that was my key issue. I wanted to fit in. I've always wanted to be part of, I've always wanted to be part of, I guess I just always wanted to fit in, and it just didn't happen. So I met crystal meth, and that drug, what it gave me is, I guess you could say, the cojones, the balls, to stand up for myself. I was able to tell someone to shut up when I never did that. I would never, I would actually be the one to just take it, because I hated the feeling of altercation. So I would just take sometimes the bullshit. Sorry, excuse my language. So yeah, crystal meth came into my life for 10 years. At that time, I did not know I have kidney failures. I'll get to that. I just kept on doing it. It was a great experience and a negative experience. Have I been close to death? Yes, I've been close to getting killed. But I'm a spiritual person. I don't really push religion, but I thank whoever is up there for protecting me, and obviously the prayers of everybody. And at the end of the day, how I relapsed? Yes, I relapsed many times. Obviously, it's not easy to let go of something like that. This is not about drugs. We're not talking about Christian. I'm not trying to glorify it. But at the time I was doing it, yes, it was my thing. It was, if I didn't have it, I didn't feel like the Juan that I was becoming was there. And I went back to that, what I felt, low-life Juan that everyone used to make fun of. So I had to make crystal meth to keep me, at least in my head, thinking I'm up there. But anyway, let's stop talking about that. I'm over that. I'm free from that. I have many years. I don't even know how many years, but I have lots of years under me clean. I think there's only one thing I do support right now, and I know many of you guys don't, but you guys don't understand with the disease. I don't really want to take more pills. I don't know what pills do, because obviously my kidneys are not working. So right now I'm choosing to do cannabis, which is obviously marijuana, and honestly has been helping me. I have slowed down, but I really just use it for the pain and obviously for those nights that I cannot sleep. So I do appreciate that there was a plant that people think negative of, and I really hope you guys don't. You have no idea the positive side of this plant. Yeah, I don't want to party anymore. I just want to deliver a message, and if I die today, whoever was watching this can say, you know what? He said what he is, and at the end he lived his best life. That's what I want people to understand. It's not over. It's just the beginning. You see what I mean? That's what I mean, but it's not over, it's just the beginning. So that's why this is my intent in my YouTube, to not only just take you guys with me, but to learn how to get over things after you've been through a journey of, battles. So that's really, my intent, and how I'm escaping from that harsh reality and escaping to the reality of just living your best life.
Coming from the background that you have, and then with the energy and positivity that you've always had, why is it important right now that people have hope and happiness and an ability to escape?
Enclosed and all this negativity that's been thrown at us, it doesn't make it any better. If anything, it's killing you faster. That's why I brought this channel, just so you understand that someone that is sick, someone that is surrounded by negativity from the media, from the world, it's not gonna get to me. There's one thing I will say, it's self-love, but another thing is what I want people to know is that because there's a lot of things that are going on, shouldn't be the reason why you should be in that state. I think the fact that we can wake up alive, why not take all the negativity, switch it around, and learn from it? See, so obviously racism, we don't like racism, so let's not be racist. Let's just live life loving people. You see a homeless person, are you just gonna walk by and let them starve and just not even give them money? Maybe not money, but always go to them and say, are you thirsty? I always try my hardest to go up to a homeless person and say, are you hungry or thirsty? And if they say yes, then of course, let's go get you some food. That's what I mean. Let's try to make someone's negative life and turn it into something hopeful for humanity. That's all I want to say about that, about how I want to just switch it. So obviously me, there's people like me right now with kidney failure or sickness or whatever disease you have, which is cancer or just a tumor. Don't take that as it's your last. No, what I'm trying to show is I'm sick, I'm feeling awful, but you know what? This will not bound me down. This is not gonna chain me down because of it. I don't want the stories and the woes. I want people to be like, wow, he's sick, but look at him, he's living his best life. That's what I'm trying to portray. And I know it's hard for some of you, I understand. Sometimes the depression gets us and it's really hard to get out of that hole. Trust me, I know. But this right here, my YouTube, is me getting out of this hole. This is me literally reaching up and pulling myself up every time I record a video. You think I want to do this? Sometimes it gets to me. Sometimes I don't want to wake up and film because I feel this is so stupid. But that's my negativity bringing me down. So I have to fight that with the positive one, the one that I've always been like, no. Come on, let's look like a fool. Let's make people laugh, even if it's funny, even if it's just being here, sitting in your backyard. Just let's do it, you know, because at the end of the day, someone's gonna get something out of it.
Why do you still get up and share some positivity?
Yes, like honestly today I woke up not feeling very well. If anything, I overslept. It really, like I said, depends on what you eat. But that didn't get to me. As soon as I woke up, I said, you know what, this isn't gonna get me down. I'm not gonna sit down on the TV and just play. I have to do something today. I have to do something positive. So as soon as my husband got home, I was in the shower and I said, what are we doing today? We're filming, and that's what we're gonna do. And that's what I mean. I didn't let it get to me. Yes, there's times where it does get to me. Yes, there's times where I'll be honest, I feel stupid, but that's, like I said, my negativity trying to get to me. So I have to take that in and switch it around. Take the negative, try to figure out how to go around it and do it. Not just figure it out and just keep on going around it. Just do it. Because then that's gonna realize that that's gonna either tell you, oh, I should have just been doing this the whole time. And then you realize that the negative, you just have to realize who you are inside and try to get over the negatives. That's all I'm trying to say. I don't know how else to put it, but just get up and do things, because if not, you're gonna stay in that moment for a long time. And you know, and then what I've also realized by staying in those moments is people step away from you. And you hurt people, and you realize who you really are, if you know, and it's not cool, but at the same time, like I said, we learn from ourselves. I've learned that I was selfish, still learning who I am, and I'm still trying to change that. You know, it's a learning process, but the thing about it is that I'm doing it. I'm just not thinking about it and wallowing on it. I'm doing it, and I want to apologize for anybody that I've hurt in the past, and if I said negative things to. You know that's not me, and I'm moving forward. From the bottom of my heart, I'm really sorry. And yeah, I'm learning my lesson. But at the same time, I'm trying to teach a lesson, and I hope it's positive and it shows that I'm trying to be a better person.
If your channel grows, like, what do you want to do with your channel?
If my channel grows, there's many things I would like to do. First of all is awareness. I think kidney disease is a disease that really people don't talk about. And maybe they're talking about it, and I'm not seeing where it is, but where the community is. But I feel like kidney disease is not like a cancer. It's not like something more lethal. It's still lethal, but it's not like cancer lethal. But I feel like there's not a lot of awareness of it. So I'm here. I really hope that if my channel gets big, that's where all my contributions will go for kidney awareness. And also, I have a soft spot in my heart for breast cancer, for women with breast cancer. I always think that's always a shock, because, God, like, who would think that, you know? Breast cancer. I definitely will be focused on not only obviously myself, but you know, spreading awareness to kidney failure and breast cancer awareness. You know, one of my passions in my channel, you'll realize, is Disneyland. Of course, there's so many videos out there about Disneyland, but as someone with kidney failure, obviously I cannot have a lot of those Disney foods. I cannot do actually many of those Disney rides. I've noticed. I've realized that Tower of Terror, I start feeling a pressure in my heart, and it says there, if you have heart problems, do not go on it. And that's why I will never be going on that ride anymore. I love that ride, but I won't, because there's something that goes on when it goes up and down that it doesn't feel right. And you know when it feels right, and you know when it really it feels like, get me off. So that's what I'm saying. So you're gonna see that Disney is a big part of me, because I remember the first time I went to Disney and I saw the Little Mermaid on the float. I remember my parents telling me, you were running in the middle of trying to run to the middle of the parade route, trying to reach up to her. That woman has taught me so much about myself that I don't like any other movie besides that one. The Little Mermaid has such an impact, and that's why my passion for Disney starts, because the fact that someone took a story, and not the actual story about the Little Mermaid by Hans Christian Andersen, it's actually a tragic story. But the fact that someone can use a negative and turn it into a positive, that is what I'm trying to tell you. And that's where Disney comes into my life, because I thought, how can I also bring Disney to my channel? Turning something negative to positive. We all know those fairy tales are not very dark. I think with Ariel having a parent that doesn't accept what you want, you know, and then you go behind their backs and do As for me, Crystal Meth, she went to the person she shouldn't have gone to. And obviously it took her voice. For me, Crystal Meth took my voice and I became someone ugly. She just became someone that kid couldn't speak, you know? That is, the story just really resonates to me. And I really do hope that at the end I can get the approval of my father, the I love you, you know, the hug of I accept you. I still haven't gotten that, and it's okay, I accept him. I mean, homophobia is a real thing. And it is what it is, you know? It is what it is, and I cannot change someone. But what I want to show people is that that's not going to affect me anymore. Because although I don't have his approval, I have your approval. I have my husband's approval. I have my mother's approval, and I am fine with that. Like it or not, I'm going to be who I am, and I'm happy that I have the support to be who I am. And I want to thank you, the viewer, and thank you, my husband and my mother, for supporting me in these times of, you know, of ugliness around that people have towards homosexuals like me. The fact that I'm getting a lot of positive feedback from you guys, thank you, by the way. It made me realize where I'm supposed to be at this time, and I'm thankful that I'm where I'm at. I believe that life puts things in your path, whether you take it or not. But when you take it, you'll realize that you took it at the right time, and you'll realize that you're in the right path. You know, it takes a while to take it because sometimes we don't know and we wonder, but that's where the problem is. Stop wondering. If it feels good in here and the two are connecting, you do it, because that tells you that you're doing the right thing. If you're feeling weary here but you don't know up here, then that's up to you if you decide to or not. But I always think it doesn't matter what you think about things or how you feel, just do it, because that's what you'll know where your strengths are and your weaknesses. One of the things I'm hoping that people can expect from my channel going forward is just really love yourself. A key thing I realized, if you don't love yourself and you're just doing it, like for me, when I used to do this before, when I used to see myself on camera, I hated myself. Oh my God, I would bully myself how people would bully me. That's how much self-hatred I had towards myself, you know? And not only because of people always reminding me that I was fat, that I was, you know, oh, you're chunky, oh, you look bad in this, or oh, you shouldn't, you know? Those things really get to you if you let it. But I had to let it go, and finally one day stand in the mirror in my restroom and looked at myself, and finally I broke down by telling myself, Juan, I love you. I love you. You literally have to talk to yourself sometimes and remind yourself that you have love for yourself. Because don't think that by people telling me they love you, that's good. Yes, it fulfills something, but it doesn't fulfill it like you loving yourself. And I can honestly say, guys, I love myself, and I don't mind being on camera. And I am happy that you guys can feel that, because I've been getting positive feedback. So I know that the self-love that I have is being conveyed. And what I'm expecting to deliver forward is that do everything you can, love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, then nothing is gonna be easy. I'll tell you that right now. Everything has to be positive, and that's what I wanna show you. So we're gonna have a lot of new things coming up. I'll be going places like City Walk. We're going back to Downtown Disney in the evening, because there's some things that I want to show you that I like doing at Downtown Disney in the evening. We're going to do Knott's Berry Farm Food Festival. Stay tuned for that one. The channel is going to be of many things. I mean, from food to exploring new places, to just be sitting here and talking about things. You know, it's not always going to be just one thing. That's what I want to deliver. I want to deliver the array of choices that I have. So we'll also be doing interviews for my mom, get to know my mother, my husband's mother, his grandmother, and many others. And by the way, if you'd like me to interview you, and if you'd like to be in my videos so people can get to know you, please send me a message, send me a comment down there, or send me, I'll put my email down there. You can email me, and I'll definitely email you back, and we can definitely set it up. It'll be my first time, so I really don't know the works of it, but I'll do my research, and I promise that it's gonna come out great so people can know who you are. Another perspective, another message, and another perspective, you know, because I mean, you're obviously viewing my perspective. That's just me. I want to share my spotlight. You know what, and that's another thing about me. I like to share. I want to share my spotlight with everybody because I'm such a friendly person. Okay, so I also want to talk about what inspired me. Oh my gosh, and I'm also gonna put the links down below, because these channels have really inspired me to do what I want. And again, much peace to me, and how it awakens me is that, man, like these people are like they're working on the field, it's a hot day, and they're still loving what they do. You can see it in their face on the channel, and that's what I'm trying to show.